Right here, right now, it's time to get our bodies into shape. And one of the best ways to do that is with a Pilates workout. Isn't that right, Helen? You've got to have a fantastic Pilates workout. I thought I might work your bottom for a little while. What are you going to work on, Helen?
I'm going to work on our abs.
So nice combination today. A little bit of bottom work, a little bit of abdominal work, and a great big stretch at the end. Right now, take your feet out wide and inhale up. Exhale down. Try it again. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more just like that. Make sure your feet are pretty wide apart. And then take that down. 1 more time. Lifting up and down. Now a little bit faster with those squats. Just lift it straight up. Lift and down. Lift and down. Don't go too deeply when you first start out. Let your knees warm up gently. Stretching out the muscles and squeezing. Lower and lift. Bottom's nice and tight. Push it through. 8 more times exactly the same. Lifting it for 8. Each time you come up, you squeeze your bottom a little tighter. Come on. Little tiny peaches for cheeks. 4 more times. That's 4. That's 3. And 2. The same exercise, but bring your feet closer together. Squat down and push up. Remember, they're not too deep. Just gently stretching out and then squeezing through. You're using your body weight as the resistance for this exercise. Think about your breathing. Want to limber up your body a little bit as well. Trying to gently elevate your core temperature and prepare your muscles for the Pilates workout. 8 more. Down, 7. Make sure you're sitting down into the chair, but then come back up. Don't stay down in the chair. 3 more. Down, lift, you're nearly there. 1 more time. Down and take your hands up. Inhale, lift. Open out, stretch out through your chest. Try it again. Inhale, lift, right up high. Exhale out and around and turn to your right side. One leg goes way back, half lunges. Little tiny one down and up. Lowering and lifting, squeezing your bottom tight. Now if these half lunges are still stressful on your knees, you're going to come back to the center and back into the squats. That's your choice. For people who are not too comfortable, you're doing the squats, everyone else do 4 more. Down and push, 3 and lift, 2, and we'll turn it out wide. Squat that down. Knees out. So you're going to stretch now. Stretch out and squeeze up. Lower and push. 4 more guys. Down. Knees out over your toes. 2 to go. Lower and lift. Now you've got 1 more time and you turn it around to the other side. So turn the body around. Take your leg way back. Check the back heel is off the ground and you're tucking your pelvis under. Shoulder blades back and down. Chest up high. Bend your knee halfway down and lift. Halfway down and lift. Now Rhonda was mentioning an exercise a little bit earlier that's a really good bottom bolsterer, all right? It's an exercise that's really going to firm your buttocks. It burns calories. It's called the lunge walk. It's going to be using this movement, but you're actually going to be traveling. So they're traveling lunges. And we're actually going to travel around in a great big circle. It's not the most attractive exercise in the world, so you're not looking at this for aesthetics right now, but you're looking for a calorie burner and a bottom tightener. Let's start walking now. Have you ever seen John Cleese in the Ministry of Funny Walks? Well, that's what we're doing. Ministry of Funny Walks. Down, down, and down. Try and bring your leg up and through. Down, step out on your heel. Down. You've got to keep your posture. You've got to open your chest. Keep squeezing into your back muscles. Lower down. If you haven't got space to do this, you just keep doing alternating lunges from one foot to the other. Changing your feet around. Lower. And press. Down. Coming back towards our mats. Nearly there. 4 to go, I think. 4. And 3. That's 2. And number 1. Back to the center. Feet out wide. Knees out over your toes. Sitting down, squeezing up. Each time you come up, your bottom has to be nice and tight. Breathing out. Sucking your belly button in for me. Squeeze and lift. Come on now. 4. And 3. We're going to start lunge walking the other way around now, guys. Let's go. Step it out and down. Which way we come on? Have a little think about that one, girls. The other way from before. I know it's hard, but we've got to work on this one. Sometimes when we exercise, we actually use our brains as well as our bodies. Come on. Big step. Down. Lift. Push. Is it working? Can you feel your legs pumping? All right, we're going to just keep lunge walking. We're not going to stop. Hopefully you'll keep doing your lunges or some squats. And when we come back, we're going into our Pilates workout, so take your shoes off pretty soon.
I'd like you to start by lying down on your back. You have the ankles, the knees and the hips in line. That means the feet are just slightly apart and you've got your hands down by your side. Think of drawing the navel down to the spine, supporting the back and keeping the natural curves in the spine, which means the tailbone, the rib cage, the back of the head are gently resting on the ground. You have a natural curve in the lower back and the back of the neck. Holding that position, take a breath into the back of the lungs and the side of the ribs. Keeping abdominals firm, and as you breathe out, you use your abdominals to flatten the back down. You lift your coccyx and you roll the spine up vertebra by vertebra until you've got one long line between the knees, the hips and the shoulders. Hold that position breathing in, and as you breathe out, you slowly roll down vertebra by vertebra, relaxing the spine. Take a breath in. Again, as you breathe out, use your abdominals, flatten the back, lift the coccyx and roll the spine up, lengthening long through the knees and the hips. Breathe in at the top. And breathe out, gently roll down. Keep the chin slightly tucked towards the chest, the back of the neck is long. Breathe in, relax, the pelvis in neutral. As you breathe out, use your abdominals, flatten the back, lift the coccyx and roll the spine up. Now listen carefully to the change. You take a breath in at the top. As you breathe out, you gently drop the back hip down towards the floor, rolling down the fleshy side of the back until the hip touches, and then you breathe in, roll all the way up. And then the other side, breathing out, the front hip rolls down, rolling down the fleshy side of the back, allow the hip to touch the ground, and then rolling up. Pausing at the center, gently roll down vertebra by vertebra. Make sure both thighs stay parallel to each other, breathe in. As you breathe out, use your abdominals, flatten the back, lift the coccyx and roll the spine all the way up, stretching long through the knees and hips. Breathe in at the top. And this time as you breathe out, start with the front hip, rolling down the fleshy side of the back, and breathe in, roll up, and now we'll go to the back, and breathe out, gently roll down. Keep the chin slightly tucked, the back of the neck long, and breathe in, roll up. Breathe out, roll down the center. The next one, we're going to change it again, just slightly. Breathe in, keeping the navel to the spine. Breathe out, use the abdominals, flatten back. Lift the coccyx, roll up, stretching long through the knees and hips. Breathe in as you reach the top. This time as you breathe out, gently roll down towards the back hip. And now slowly roll across the center towards the front hip. Roll up, completing a circle. Staying at the top gently and roll down softly through the chest, each vertebra turning to the floor one at a time. Let's do one more, breathing in. Breathe out, use your abdominals, flatten the back, lift the coccyx and roll the spine up, lengthening long through the knees and hips. Breathe in at the top. Breathe out, gently roll down towards the front and side, rolling down the fleshy side of the back. The hip touches. Breathe in, roll across the center to the back hip. Breathe out, rolling up, complete the circle. Breathe in at the top and breathe out, gently roll down vertebra by vertebra. Slide your hands out to chest level now, the palms slightly below the shoulders facing down. Draw the knees and feet together so they're touching and keeping the abdominals firm. Lift your heels off the ground, lift your toes up, draw the knees up, flattening the back. Squeeze the knees together, breathe in. As you breathe out, take the knees to the front, turn the head to the back, keeping the back shoulder and shoulder blade down. As you breathe in, use the waist muscles, draw the knees back to the center. Breathe out, take the knees to the back, the head to the front, keep the front shoulder down. And breathe in, use the waist muscles to draw the knees back. And again, breathe out, knees to the front, head to the back, keep the back shoulder down. Breathe in, initiate from the rib cage as you draw the knees back to the center. Breathe out, take the knees to the back, the head to the front. Feel the stretch across the chest. And initiate from the rib cage, coming back to center. One more each side, breathing out. Breathe in, use the waist muscles, draw it back, keep those knees together. One more, breathing out. Feel the stretch across the front side of the chest and breathing, coming back. From that position, keeping the navel to the spine, supporting the back, breathe in. As you breathe out, slowly drop the front toe towards the floor, keeping the angle of the knee the same and breathing, coming up. And breathe out to the back, focusing on the abdominals, stabilizing the pelvis and slowly coming up. You should see no changes through the body at all. And breathe out slowly, lower the front leg down and breathing, coming up. And breathe out the back leg down. And breathing, coming up to 90 degrees at the hip and knee. Breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. Do 10 of these all up. And breathe out. 7. Breathing in, Breathe out 8, breathing in. Breathe out 9, stabilizing the pelvis. Breathing in, 1 more, breathe out 10. And now single leg extension for 10, breathing out, breathing in. In this segment we've just warmed up the abdominals, we've loosened up the spine. In the next segment we're going to be coming back and focusing purely on the abdominals and a very classic Pilates exercise called the hundreds. Once more, you're going to be lying down on your back and separate the feet so the ankles, the knees and the hips are in line, the feet slightly apart. Place your hands behind your head, linking the fingers together, blowing all the way down. Make sure you keep the elbows open and again draw the navel down to the spine, supporting the back. As you breathe in, you gently drop the chin and lengthen the neck. As you breathe out, curl forward, drawing the ribs towards the hips. Hold that position, breathing in, and as you breathe out, slowly back. And again, as you breathe in, drop the chin, lengthen the back of the neck. Breathe out, curling forward, draw the ribs to the hips. Hold the abdominals firm as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, you slowly roll back again. Breathe in, gently drop the chin, lengthening the neck. Breathe out, curling forward, draw the ribs to the hips. Keep the navel to the spine as you breathe in. And breathe out, slowly down. And now adding in a twist. Breathe in, drop the chin, lengthen the neck. As you breathe out, take the front shoulder towards the back knee. Keep the shoulder, the elbow open. Breathe in, return to the center, staying as high as you can through the chest. And breathe out, bring the back shoulder forward. And breathe in, return to the center, stay high through the chest. Breathe out, take the front shoulder over. And breathe in, make sure you're keeping the navel to the spine. And breathe out, back shoulder over. Breathe in, 1 more each side. Breathe out, front shoulder. Breathing in. Breathe out, back shoulder. Breathing in, and now as you breathe out, slowly roll down. Keep the chin to the chest, the back of the neck long. From there, draw the knees and feet together and straighten the legs out. This next exercise is called the preparation for hundreds. We're focusing on the abdominals and flowing movement. Navel to spine, rib cage down, relax the shoulders and arms. As you breathe in, bend the knees, sliding your toes along the ground, keeping a neutral spine position. As you breathe out, curl forward, flattening the back into the ground, stretching the legs into the air. Keep the chest nice and high as you breathe in, touching the toes down. And as you breathe out, lengthen the arms and legs away. And again, breathe in, bend the knees. Breathe out, curling forward, flattening the back, stretching the legs into the air. Reach the fingers forward. Breathe in, keep the chest high as the toes touch the ground. And breathe out, lengthen back. Breathe in, bend the knees, sliding your toes. Make sure the rib cage stays down. And as you breathe out, again, curl forward, flattening the back, stretching the legs. Breathe in, bend the knees, reach forward with the fingertips. And breathe out, lengthen away. Let's do 2 more of those. Breathe in, bend the knees, keeping the rib cage down, the shoulders relaxed. Breathe out, curling forward, flattening the back, stretching the legs. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Breathe in, bend the knees, toes on the ground. Breathe out, lengthen away. 1 more. Breathe in, bend the knees. Breathe out, forward, flattening the back, stretching the legs. Now hold that position for me. Place the hands behind the head and practice breathing in and out without those abdominals moving. In that position, if you feel any pulling or weakness in the lower back, you need to bend the knees until that goes away. It should just be in the tummy. If you'd like to make it harder, lower the legs down further. Always again, making sure you feel strongly abdominals safe in the back. That's called your hundreds position. I need you to remember that for me for the next exercise, the hundreds. Very traditional Pilates exercise. If the neck gets tired, place the hands behind the head. You start by breathing in, sliding your toes along the ground. As you breathe out, curl forward to your hundreds position. Feel strong in the abdominals, safe in the back. Make sure you modify if you need to, and off we go. You breathe in for 5 pumps of the arms, 4, 5, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. Modify if you need to. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 9, keeping the navel to the spine, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, bend the knees, touching the toes down, lengthen through the arms, and stretch back. Okay, I need to stretch the abdominals just a little after that one. I'd like you to begin by reaching the front arm back behind you, the front leg away from you, lengthening through the front side of the abdominals and relax. Okay, let's go through the back side. Stretching and lengthening. And again, relax. And stretch and lengthen. And relax. And stretch and lengthen. And relax. Another treat. Bring the hands around to the side, the palms down. Bring the knees and feet up. This one relaxes and unwinds the spine. Gently drop the knees to the front, the head to the back. Let it go. And come back to the center. Breathe out as the knees go to the back, the head to the front. The breathing will also help you to relax and unwind the spine. Breathing deeply. And breathe out. Take the knees to the front, the head to the back. Letting it go, relaxing. Breathing, coming back. Breathe out. Knees to the back, head to the front. Well done. That was a very intense abdominal workout. You made that one to the end. We're going to be going to a break now. I'm coming back with Wendy. In the next segment, do some exercises to cool down and stretch out our bodies.
Okay team, it's time to stand up again. Don't worry if you haven't got your shoes on, that's okay, you can leave your shoes off. We're just standing up and doing some very gentle stretches. So take your feet fairly wide apart. First of all, take your right hand straight up in the air, up next to your ear, and then keep that movement going, sliding over to the side. Some of you might just want to reach out gently. Some of you may be able to go a little bit further, supporting with your left hand against the side of the leg. Just hold onto that stretch. Remember to keep your shoulder blade back and down, your chest open. Inhale, and then exhale, relax down, and give me a shoulder roll. All the way up, back and down. Let's try that on the other side. So your left hand comes up, next to your ear, first of all, so you're stretching as high as you can, and then continue that movement over to the side, just gently. Now if this feels like it's far enough, where you've got your tummy in, your hips square, shoulder back, that's okay, just stay at that point. If you can go just a fraction further, see how you go, stretching just a little bit more. Breathing in and then out, relaxing down. Roll the shoulders all the way up, back and down. 2 more times like that, breathe in, lifting up and down. 1 more time, breathe in and all the way out. Taking 2 hands behind you, bring your feet underneath you. 2 hands behind, lifting your chest, dropping the hands down the middle of your back and then lifting your hands away. But I'm not leaning forward to do that. So it's just as far as you can take your hands. Some of you will be very flexible through your shoulders and chest, be able to go a little bit higher. Some of you will be a little bit tight. We need to work on the flexibility through your chest, through your shoulders to help improve your posture. Now taking your hands out wide, but keep them below shoulder level. Turning your palms up just gently, stretching through your chest. Spending so much time in a forward rounded back position, it's really nice to take a moment to stretch your chest in that position. And then 1 more time, take your hands a little higher. Chest stretch, palms rotated outwards. Really extend that. Lift the rib cage, keep the abdominals tight. Stretch it back and relax down. Shoulders up and down. 2 more of those. Up and down. 1 more. Coming up and down. Right arm goes up all the way over the top, fingertips down the middle of your back. Take your elbow. This stretch is for the muscles through your back and also through your tricep. So you lift it up. And now bend that a little bit to the side. Still keeping your knees soft, pelvis under. So you're keeping your posture strong. Slowly release, relax down. And the other hand goes up, right up next to your ear. Fingertips go down, middle of your back. Take your elbow and stretch that a little bit further. And then bend gently to the side. Taking your body across. Easing out and relax. Shoulders up again, coming up. And down. 1 more time, breathing in. And then drop that down. Whew. All right, taking your right leg forward. Toes turned up, bottom back. Now stretching out through your legs. Remember when we first started out, we did some squats and some lunges. You want to make sure you're stretching through the muscles in your legs. When you turn your toes up, what happens is you get more of the stretch down the back of the calf muscle. But if you're feeling a pinch into the middle of the back of your knee, if that's where the stretch is working for you, I need you to just bend your knee slightly. Just relax it a tiny bit. Poke your bottom back further so you really bend from the hips. And try and get the stretch to go right into the middle of your hamstring. So not so much into the back of the knee, a little bit higher up into the belly of your hamstring. Lower your toe. Take your chest a bit further forward. Concentrate just on the hamstring now. Toe comes up and just change your legs around. One forward, one back. You start out very, very tall, so you get the shoulder blades back and down, the chest up. Bending from your hips. So you slowly go flat back, over the top. Your toes are turned up in front this time. Keep your weight on your supporting leg. A slight bend in the knee with your bottom poking back just a little bit further. Feeling the stretch right into the middle of the back of your leg. Lower your toe down, take your chest over a fraction further. With your back straight, you've got to keep your back straight. Even if you're in a more upright position, your back has to stay straight, whichever works for you. Turn the toes up, roll that up all the way to the top. And just releasing your spine, last little rotations, very, very gently. So once again, we've had another fantastic Pilates workout with Helen. Thank you very much. We're going to see you for the very next Aerobics Oz Style. Who knows what we're going to be doing. Hope you join us next time. Bye for now.